Oh. Oh.
So.
Our chair turned off.
It's 10. No, it was already off when I went
Oh,
in.
was it?
It's 10 o'clock. You're supposed to be sleeping a long time. Daddy and I were making a video. And you woke up.
Mama.
What? I like you, but not at 10 p.m. I mean, I like you still, but 10 o'clock is not supposed to be Zoe time. Come here, Yellow.
We'll do this for the camera. Ready? Get your mama.
Hi.
No.
Hi.
No.
Oh, hi.
No.
Come back to me. Hi. I gotta smooch your real. Hi. Come here, Smiler.
And we have a full-on mama's girl.
Come here. Are you my girl? Okay, so hold that. We wanted to make a video for you, ZOE, about stuff that we like learn about and talk about together, but we don't have time to do it because we have too many kids that are up too late and then that wake up at 10 o'clock, which is supposed to be our kid free time. Hi. Hi. We're talking about the Protevangelion. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's called the Gospel of James, supposedly. They think it might have been written by him. And it's about Mary, you know, Jesus' mom. And it's about where she came from and stuff like that. And we just found this. We never had heard of it before. We came across it like last week.
Just before Christmas.
Yeah, just before Christmas.
It's almost New Year's.
And
Uh-oh.
we loved it. We thought it was so cool. We wanted to talk about it. Especially because, like, by the time you're older, you'll be like, of course I know about this. Because we'll have told you, like, all the things that we learn. But right now, it's new to us. And so we thought we'd make a video about what it's like learning about those things. Did you know that? You did? That's so cool. So I really don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's like Protevangelion. That's how you spell it. That's just phonetically pronounced. But it's one of the forgotten books of scripture, or the lost books of scripture from the New Testament. Basically, when they compiled the scriptures, they kind of picked which ones they wanted to put in what we know as the Bible, as the New Testament. And they're like, keep this one in, don't take this, or don't put this one in. And this one was kicked out for whatever reason. And Zoe's totally blocking you. Come here. You're blocking
Oh,
that.
that's my best side.
And they picked this one out, but Cody and I read it, and we liked it. So we wanted to talk about it. Because it's something new to us, and we thought it was cool. It's something I want to remember. Like, what if I forget about it? Like, I don't think I'm going to forget, but what if I do? But I want my kids to know. So that's why we're going to talk about it.
What do you think? Should we do an interview style?
What do you mean?
What about this? Why was it so significant of a find?
Okay, well, in a Christian background, for me, I think always hearing about the nativity and like Christ's birth, it kind of is just like, well, an angel appeared to Mary and said she would be pregnant, and then she got pregnant, and then, but she was already engaged to Joseph, and then Joseph was like, whoa, you got pregnant by somebody else, I'll divorce you privately. And she's just like, no. And then an angel appeared to Joseph and was like, don't divorce her, you can still marry her, her son is Jesus, the Son of God. And then Jesus was born in a manger, and that was it. Like, that's like the basic story of what I like had grown up ever learning or reading in the New Testament. And then when I read this, it was like, it explains where Mary came from, how how she was like a miracle baby herself to her parents, and then how she grew up in the temple, and like how she was this really important special person, even before she got married to Joseph or was engaged to him. And it just like is a lot more powerful to me to know like her story, I guess, that she wasn't just like some passive person involved in the birth of Christ, but that she was like, I don't know, special. And like, well, obviously like we know that, but this is like detailed,
Right.
you know?
Well, I think, and I don't think many people want to hear somebody pick on the Bible, because the Bible is great and the Bible's awesome.
Yeah.
But even Mary, the mother of God, there's no details about women in the Bible. Like, there are 6 or 7 women named, you know, where like they give you their names and tell you a little bit about them. And what's cool about it is it expands on that with, you know, with a known person, with a person that we
Very
know
important
is
person.
Yeah, we know is important even without the book, but it gives it even more. She's not this side character.
Yeah.
You know, she is a very important person. She is a very spiritual and righteous person, and she stands on her own. And I just feel like there's not a lot of female characters like that.
Yeah.
Not even just in the Bible.
Not in the Bible.
Not even in
not in history.
Yeah, in text from certain time. So that's what stood out to me was, like, you know, nobody is surprised to hear that Mary was awesome and Mary was important. Like, that doesn't surprise anybody.
But to see something written a long time ago, oh, you wouldn't be right here. Come here.
Right. Yeah, we all know that, whether it's intuitive or just from whatever stories we've heard ourselves. But yeah, to have it, boom, here it is. Here it is written. Here's a person, and she's important. And you can learn stuff from her. And we have lots of stories of people from the Bible and other books in other ways that are examples to us. And yeah, this one happens to be female, and I think that was like the powerful thing to take away. Is like, okay, let's have more of this, because I know there is more out there.
And women have been silenced so much in history that to see something written historically about women is powerful, and it's cool, and it's a great story. I don't know if it's completely true or not, but I liked reading it. I had a good feeling when I read it. I learned a lot of things, and I just felt good about it, and so it's something that I want to like incorporate into my beliefs. It's something I'm going to read next Christmas, and maybe before next Christmas, and it's something I'm going to think about. And yeah, it's just I really liked, like, it was something I didn't know existed, and so to find that right before Christmas was a big deal.
Yeah. Oh, let me take this girl, see if she'll. I know.
She did not want that. Should we take you away? I'm so sorry. Come back.
Okay.
Come back. Come back. I'm right here. You're tired. You're supposed to be sleeping.
I really hope the camera got that amount of
He
drool.
just drooled all down my face. Hi. Oh, hi. Any last thoughts about it?
No, that's what I took from it. That's why I feel like it's discussion worthy. I think everyone should read it. If anybody can hear what I'm saying. I think everybody should read it. Whether you believe it is a canonized gospel book or not, there's something.
It has good things in it, whether or not it's completely true. Like, it's a good thing. Like, you can tell if something is true. Well, I'm not going to say true. You can tell whether something's good by how you feel while reading it. If it makes you feel good, it's probably a good thing. If it makes you feel bad, it's probably not a good thing. And this is something that made me feel good, and it made me, like, just, I don't know, it just gave me a lot to think about. Ow! And
Just not sure what's going on.
Anyway, it's something good, and I liked it, so I'd like to share it with my children and whoever else might not know that it exists.
No, let's
Okay, we'll end it there and then maybe link to it so anyone can read it if they want to, and maybe we'll read it on camera another time. Or maybe we won't, because we have 2 children.